Yumi will smuggle a can of beer with a magnet inside the casino. The staff won't search her. She will give the can to Kaiji and he will bring it to Kotaro. Kotaro will play the swap. Two of them will swap cans and Kotaro will guide the ball with a magnet. The group has set its plan into motion. Everything goes with flow. Suddenly, Kotaro gets surprised when he fails to move the ball with a magnet in the can. He goes to land more money with the hope that he will win, but he fails again. Ichizu shows up revealing that Yumi betrayed them. He told her that Kaiju pushed her father to his death, and with that false information, he's controlling her. Ichizu gives Kotaro another chance. He tells him that he will repay his debt if he wins in another game. Kaiji exchanges Kotaro's pachinko ball for 400 yen. He tells Ichizu that he will beat the swamp, and then he leaves. Kaiju then checks his clock only to find out that he has 7 days left on the surface. The duo visits Ichizo to take part in the game. Ichizuo guides them to a room where the game will occur. Ichizo announces the start of the game. He calls princes and the slave. The player has 3 doors in front of him. The princess is located behind one, while the lions are located behind the other 2. The player has 3 buttons in front of himself for opening the door. The player doesn't know which number represents a certain door. The princess is his wife. He asks her which number is assigned to her door. His wife tricks him, and the player gets eaten by the lion. The wife then gets a nice amount of money for a betrayal. Kaiju is next, and the princess is Yumi, who still thinks that Kaiji pushed her father. He tells Kaiji to open the door number 2 while saying how much he hates. Kimi then tells Kaiji to open door number 3. Kotaro immediately tells him to open door number 1. Kaiji is confused as he tries to think. Suddenly, he hears Tonigawa's voice. He's shocked to find him standing behind one door. He tells Kaiji that he needs the determination to win. Kaiji opens the 3rd door. He wins the game. Kaiji thanks Yumi for her help, but she tells him that Ichizu told her what to say. Angry Kurosaki advises Ichizu not to make a mistake by accepting Kaiji's challenge of beating the swamp. That night, Tonigawa visits Kaiji. Kotaro and he allies with them. He takes Kaiji to an empty apartment. He shows him a large hole in the floor. He reveals to Kaiji that he did that for 2 years. He also tells him that the Ichizo's office is below this room. Kaiji gets a call and he returns with Tonigawa only to find out that Yumi has returned. She regretted working with a Ichizo. The group makes a plan. When Yumi shows up, Tonigawa tells the others that he doesn't trust her. Yumi leaves at that time. Ichizo was setting up the pins on the swamp. Before heading into the casino with his friends, Kaiji checks his watch. He sees that he only has a few hours left. The group arrives and Kaiji immediately sits in front of the swamp, ready to win, while Ichizo is watching everything behind the cameras. Kaiji inserts the card. He pulls the lever and balls begin to fall. A lot of them manage to pass the pin area.